Hi, welcome back, my pretties. Today we're doing something a little different. We're just gonna do an audio recording because yesterday, if you haven't known, the pop star Britney Spears, she finally broke her silence about the 13-year conservative that her father had over her from 2008. I haven't listened to the full audio clips. I've listened to snippets of it off of TikTok, Twitter, pretty much every social media platform that I have. So pretty much what like stuck out for me was that she wants to get married and have another child, but she is not she is prohibited to have a child and be married to her boyfriend at the time, because with the conservatorship they have her on the IUD, which is like, you if you don't know, it's like a little insert that goes into the uterus, and it once it's spread out it's into a T, so that way it keeps like all the semen and the sperm out for going into the fallopian tube. A little biology lesson there. But yeah, that's what stuck out to me, because that sounded very much like, kind of like the Handmaid's Tale, like that Hulu TV show that I think just premiered their fourth season. Yeah, whatever. It just really stuck out to me because yet again, it just proves that men shouldn't be having control on women's reproductive rights. Like, this woman who's like, I think about to be in her 40s this year, doesn't have any type of rights. Like, she can't even go anywhere without any type of permission. Like, she's almost in her 40s. And then also, like, she didn't want to do like the Vegas tour. And then when she said no, her team went to her therapist, because her therapist and her team are in cahoots to keep her performing and making money for them. So, literally 3 days or the next day or whatever it said on the audio, because I almost forgot, her therapist was like, "Oh, you're not cooperating because you said no to the Vegas tour," and literally just pushing her into a corner and attacking her, making her feel like she needs to do it, like she has to do it, like you have no choice. And then and then also saying she's not taking her medication, when honestly she has been taking her medication, and then switch her on this medication, lithium, which is a stronger medication, which she's not supposed to take. And she said she took that medication without knowing for a moment or so, and it made her feel like she was drunk, she couldn't have like a coherent conversation with anyone. And she tried to tell her father that, and he somehow acted surprised, like he didn't know, when actually he did know, had pretty much had the therapist go to her doctors and switch her medications to lithium, just to make sure he had control over her, make sure he had ways of making money out of her. It really just honestly breaks my heart that this woman who's been performing since like, been a pop star since like the late 90s, but been performing since the mid 90s with the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, has literally been like kind of like the source financial income for her family. And it's just disgusting. Not even her own little sister is trying to help her, like, and like she knows and doesn't do anything about it, like, because if you haven't noticed, like with the Zoe 101 drama in the 2000s, where that one actress who played Nicole, who was very boy crazy, the actress was bullied by Jamie Lynn Spears and her older sister. Like, she had her older sister bully her to the point where doesn't she doesn't return for the next season, where they literally make her character go, like they write her character off saying, oh, she's going to an all girl school now. Yeah. So honestly, her family is absolutely disgusting for doing this to her for 13 years. I don't know what's going on with the mom, but I think the mom's also in it because, like, I feel like the mom would have said something the moment it went out of hand. It got out of hand. Like, and not only that, it was also another part of the clips that I heard is Britney, she's literally working with no type of breaks, like 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days. Maybe if we're not including Christmas or Easter, those two holidays. Like, this woman is working, I can't think of the idiom, but like, she's working to the bone. Like, this woman does not get any type of breaks. And what's crazy is she has to have permission, have to be tested to see her own two sons. Like, come on. That's honestly kind of ridiculous. I feel like it's terrible because I feel like if she does not get out of this conservatorship, she might honestly take her own life just to be free. And it really will be sad if that has to be how the conservatorship has to end. And I don't even think if that happens, the conservatorship would even end. Like, her family would have, her parents and her sister would have some type of control over her estate, saying, oh, we're going to take all her music off the streaming networks or something like that, and try to, like, do what, like, Selena's family doing, is just milking her legacy dry. Is I'm probably also gonna link, like, the full audio clip, like the audio clip in the description. It just breaks my heart. Like, this woman is literally begging the judge to get out of this conservatorship. I can understand at the time when she had her infamous breakdown, yeah, her parents should have kept an eye on her, making sure she's not making any crazy decisions with her life or her son's life. But once she's made that huge comeback with Circus and Femme Fatale, that conservatorship should have been done with. She's now in a mental state where she can be able to take care of herself and make decisions with her money, decisions with her children, just decisions on her life. But sadly, that's not how it is. Her father still has conservatorship, and we're now. And what's crazy is the hashtag, yeah, still waiting. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, but still waiting for what's going to happen with the conservatorship. I haven't got any new information on what's happening with that, but if I do, I will probably leave it in the comments, pin it, like that stuff, and then back. So yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, dear. And then also in the other clip, and there was another clip, it pretty much, she said, like, her father enjoys hurting her, making her feel inferior, knowing she is that powerful, and probably is sad. But honestly, I really do hope she does get out of this conservatorship, because this woman deserves to choose to either get married, have another child if she wanted to, drive herself, see her own son whenever she wanted to, or within visitation right, or whatever the joint custody rights that she has with her ex-husband. And then what really what just really bothers me is she didn't even want to do, like, the 2018 tour, but she was pushed into it because knowing her therapist could would be saying that she's not cooperating and all this stuff. Oh, okay. But yeah, with the hashtag Free Britney, it started off like people were thinking, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory. Like, no one's gonna believe that. But as time goes on and she goes on like TikTok and Instagram, people are like, if you wear this color, let us know if you need help. Blink twice if you need help. She would wear that color and people just knew something wasn't right. Even though this woman said, yeah, I'm happy, I'm okay, I'm fine, like saying all of this in denial, when the world is starting to believe this woman is in trouble. Like, I think this was like 2018, 2019, like early 2019, like the new year. She is sent into like a mental institution against her will. And that's where the Free Britney really got its kick from. Like, people were really worried about her. Like, if you are being sent into a mental institution against your will, something's not right. Somebody is pulling the strings. And speaking of, ooh, sorry, I spit. But speaking of pulling the strings, this conservatorship to me just seems like her father is like the puppeteer and Britney's the puppet. Like, she's being pulled in different directions to do something, even though that's not what she wants to do. Like, it just, it's sad. Like, and this pretty much shows, like, like child stars, they really do distance themselves from their parents. When their parents become money hungry, when that child star is now finally making this huge income on acting or singing or modeling or whatever they're doing to bring in that income, and then the parents takes money out of those checks without that child knowing until they get older and realize their parents are stealing from them, and then they do what, like, I can't think of the word, like, it's not embezzlement, but it's another E word, but for some reason it's not coming in my brain, where they, like, remove their parents from their lives, like, legally, become, like, an adult at, like, 17, 16, or even, like, 15. But yeah, it's honestly just shows family may not have your best interests, definitely when it comes to the big bucks. I'm honestly really sad that her family does not care about her physical or mental health. Oh, they only care is about the dollar sign that she brings in. Like, I think she's worth over like $1 million with her old, like, perfume lines that are still, I would say, still pretty popular even to this day. Like, I remember her perfume line starting, like, in, like, I would say, like, 2008, 2007, like, mid to late 2000s. And then all of her studio albums that, so recommend, except for Give Me More, the Blackout album, like, that one didn't do too well because I think at that time she was having a whole mental breakdown. But every other album did pretty well on the Billboard charts and selling copies. But, like, but as I said multiple times through this audio, I really do hope that she does get out of this conservatorship and she can make her own choice and finally have that free will that she deserves, her rights to choose what she wants to do with her own life, with any type of thing. So, yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying your day, afternoon, or evening. And until then, bye guys, and stay safe.